watching One Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's One Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders and can they get hot at the right time while getting some of your best players back. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure to go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you can notify when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So it's Monday morning. The Washington Commanders are still riding high. We're still riding high as fans after the win over the Green Bay Packers by a score of 23-21. Was it pretty? No, it was not, but it was a win. Do we have a lot to improve on still? Yes, we do. Are we still a good football team at this current moment? No, we are not. But we are on now, you can consider it a win streak. 2-game win streak after beating the Bears and the Packers. Then you got the Indianapolis Colts coming up next Sunday, or this Sunday. Can the Washington Commanders get hot at the right time? This is the time that the Washington Commanders need to be getting hot, because as you can clearly see at the end as the NFC East division, not a lot of the teams are going to be losing games here. You know, you got the Cowboys who won yesterday. You got the Giants who are 6-1 now. Who imagine the Giants being 6-1? I mean, guys, I understand we're still 3-4, so we're still at the bottom, and we're on the outside looking in when it comes to. And I know it's still early to be talking about this, but on the outside looking in, on a wild card spot, this whole division could get in the playoffs. You remember at the beginning of this year, and I know this is a whole different conference, but remember at the beginning of the year we were talking about how the AFC West, every team in the AFC West could get in. That's how the NFC East is turning into. I mean, I understand, again, we're still 3-4 and we're still on the outside looking in, but I mean, it could be Philly 1 seed, Dallas 5 seed, or New York 5 seed, Dallas 6 seed, and Washington 7 seed. We can occupy all of the wild card spots as a whole division. Like that is a real possibility. You know what I'm saying? This whole division has been really good so far, except for us. But we're starting to trend in the right direction. And can Washington get hot at the right moment? That is all we have to ask ourselves. Can we continue on winning these games? Now, Taylor Heinicke, let's start by talking about Taylor Heinicke, because you guys know how I feel about Taylor Heinicke. I love Taylor Heinicke. I feel like he's one of the best backups in all of football. I'm highly critical of him, and I love him when he needs to be loved. And that's how I am as a fan. I'm never too high on a player. I'm never too low on a player. I keep it real. When a player is doing good and he deserves his flowers, I give him to him. When a player has not been playing well and he needs to be chewed out, I do that. I'm not too high on these players, even if it's my favorite player, even if it's, and I know Terry McLaurin rarely makes mistakes, but even if it's Terry McLaurin, because that's my favorite player, I love him to death, man. I love this whole team, but even if he was to make a mistake, I'm going to call him out on it. So that's just how I am as a fan. So I don't want people to think I don't like Taylor Heinicke. I love Taylor Heinicke. But earlier in this game, he was not good. You know what I'm saying? He had to settle in. And once he did, he started to feel comfortable. And I have to say this about Taylor Heinicke at this current moment. He gives us the best chance to win. He really does. I mean, because Wentz, he can't move. If we had Carson Wentz yesterday, we probably lose that game, because countless times where pressure was in Taylor Heinicke's face, and he was able to extend plays with his legs, get a couple yards, or extend plays and keep his eyes downfield and find Amani Rodgers, find Terry McLaurin, find Antonio Gibson. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz is in the game. That's a sack. Okay, so I like Taylor Heinicke for what we can do now. You know what I'm saying? And as we've seen from Ron Rivera coach Washington teams, each of the years he's been here, at some point in time, we're going to go on a win streak. That's what everyone is saying. Everyone is bringing up that at some point in time, we're going to go on a win streak. But at what time will it be? Okay, let's make it now. This is the perfect time to get on a win streak. Don't wait until you're 3-6 and then you go on a four game win streak and now you're nothing but 7-6 or 6-6. Make it now to where you get back into this thing and by the time you 2 more games, you're 5-4, 6-4, 7-4. Get back into this thing where if you actually get on win streak, you have something to show for it. Okay, do not wait until you go down even more to then decide to win games, and then you really have nothing to show for it but getting back to 500 or a game under 500. We can't afford to keep losing games, man. If we want to stay competitive in this NFC East East division and NFC conference. We have to win. We cannot lose many more games. And this is only going to make me feel better about our chances to continue a win streak moving forward, and us getting hot, because we're not hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we won 2 games, but it's going to take, now, I wouldn't say a convincing win, but it's going to take more than just 2 wins for us to consider ourselves hot. Now, if we go into Indy next week and we get a win there, then I can consider ourselves, oh yeah, we hot now. We rolling. And depending on how we look in that game, that is also going to be playing the factor of me saying we're hot right now. Right now, we're not hot. But can we get hot? Yes, we can. And what gives me faith is Taylor Heineke and some of these injured guys that we're going to get back. I mean, we talk about Logan Thomas, missing him. I said I'm not really too concerned about missing Logan Thomas. I would love to have Logan Thomas out there. He definitely makes a difference. But considering the fact of what we got from, you know, what we can get from John Bates, what we can get from Cole Turner, what we can get from Amani Rogers. You don't have to rush Logan Thomas back. Now, Cole Turner definitely went out with an injury yesterday. A lot of people were saying concussion, so it definitely could be a concussion. So he may be out for multiple weeks, depending on how severe that is. So we are going to need Logan Thomas back sooner than later. But Amani Rogers, how good is he? We need to feature him more in the offense, man, because he has something to him. We don't really use much John Bates unless it's for blocking. I want to see us use more John Bates, because he showed us last year his ability to actually be good in the passing game, pass catching game. So let's use more John Bates. Logan Thomas, I feel like he may play next week or this week coming up. He was dealing with the calf injury. We held him out. I think he may play this week, hopefully, and there's going to be a big boost to this offensive offense. Then you got Jahan Dotson, who I'm not sure if he's going to play next week because he definitely re-aggravated or retweaked that hamstring injury in practice this past week. So I'm not sure of his status or his ability or, chance to play this week. I'm hoping he plays, but if we can get Jahan Dotson back, that's just going to make this offense 10 times better, man. I mean, you seen how good it looked yesterday with Terry, with Curtis Samuel, with Cam Sims. I told you guys, man, I love Jahan Dotson, man, now, and he is a big part of this offense. But without him, we're going to be solid. We're definitely going to miss him. We definitely need him, but we're going to be solid. We got Cam Sims, we got Dax Miller, and those guys made, especially Cam Sims, made a huge catch. I believe Dax Miller had a couple grabs too. These guys all played a role, so we'll get Jahan Dotson back for Taylor Heineke. That's only going to make this offense even more better. And then the big piece, Chase Young, possibly coming back next week. He looked good yesterday in pregame warmups. He was cutting, turning, doing the agility drills. He still had the brace on his knee. I don't know how concerning that is, being 11 months removed from the knee injury. But he does look like he is on track to play. Now, I don't know if it's going to be this week. I hope it is this week. They could possibly start his clock this week, and they're talking about him possibly playing this week versus the Colts, and him getting a further examination from Dr. James Andrews. So we'll see on that, and Chase Young could possibly get his clock started this Wednesday to return to practice and have him practicing. So getting these guys back are only going to boost our chances, man, and I'm super excited because the defense has been playing well. The pass rush was not that good yesterday, but the secondary stepped up. For all the trash that we talk about the secondary, about Rashad Wild Goose, about Kendall Fuller, all those guys, Bobby McCain, they played well. They played well yesterday because we did not get no pass rush. Aaron Rodgers, he did not get sacked not one time yesterday. So we definitely played well. The defense secondary played well. The linebacking core, Jamin Davis and Cole Holcomb, they were flying around. They looked like they were free. Now, if we can get a bolster to this pass rush and Chase Young, Montez Sweat can, go back to what he was a week prior and a couple weeks ago, and then continue to get that interior pressure, throwing a little F.A. Obata, a little James Smith-Williams here and there. This defensive line is going to be really, really good. Not only are we getting Chase Young back for on the field presence, but we also getting his huddle feel, getting his energy in the stadium, getting the hype man. He was the hype man. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy to get everybody juiced. Right now it was trying to be Jonathan Allen, and I love Jonathan Allen to death, but he isn't Chase Young when it comes to trying to get the crowd juiced, trying to get the team amped for this game, telling the other team they can't take nothing from us. We ain't going like that. That was Chase Young for us, man, and we're missing that big time. So when getting him back, we're not only getting him back for on the player, we're getting one of the leaders back on the team, one of the faces of the franchise, and one of the guys that are going to actually try to get this team amped up prior to kickoff. I'm super excited, man, right now. No, I didn't expect our season to start off the way it did, but us trying to fight and climb back to getting above 500 or getting back to 500 and then above 500, I can see Washington getting hot. You know what I'm saying? Now, we actually have to go out there and win games. I can always feel confident about us winning games, but we got to actually go out there and compete it. Colts, and then you got the Vikings back at the crib. So we have to win. You know what I'm saying? And the way this division is shaping out, we can't ill afford to lose many games. We can ill afford to lose many games because this division is really, really good again. Eagles 6-0, they were on a bye this week. And then you got the Giants 6-1, and then you got the Cowboys. I want to say they're 5-2 or 4-2, one of those, one or the other. Let me double check that for you. I think the Cowboys are sitting at 5-2, but we're just gonna check the Cowboys record right now. Could be. Oh yeah, they're sitting at 5-2. So they're 5-2. We're 3-4. Man, we can't lose many more games. We're already 0-2 in the division, or yeah, we're already 0-2 in the division with losing to the Cowboys and the Eagles. So we need to win these games coming up. We cannot lose many more games left on our schedule. So yeah, man, there you have it. Let you guys look at this video in the comment section down below. How do you feel about the Washington Commanders' chances to get hot? Are they already hot to you, or if not, what are their chances getting hot and getting back into this NFC East race and then the NFC Conference race as a whole? Mind you, we're getting a lot of pieces back here shortly. Chase Young, Jahan Dotson, Logan Thomas, and others. So let's just look at this video in the comment section down below. As always, if you boy want Gotti, like, comment, subscribe. Hello to Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop,